question was
I'm gonna get a glass of water, but carry on. I can hear you.
Go ahead. What's your favorite dish?
My favorite dish.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite dish. I think I've been making lots of tagines recently in quarantine.
Is it good?
They're getting better. They're getting better every time I make one. That's the best thing about being a human. If you just keep doing the same thing over and over again, eventually you'll get really good at it. So just like courgettes and spices, and they get these really sweet onions from down the. I mean, like they're called sweet onions. I don't mean like I get these sweet onions. I mean, I think they're called sweet onions. And yeah, just like any vegetables, basically. Aubergine, courgettes, onions and garlic, tomatoes. And just cook it for ages. The longer the better, with loads of spices, paprika, cumin, and turmeric, mainly. And then I just add this tin of this stuff from the shop. It's like chickpea thing. It's delicious. Have some halloumi with it.
Mm-hmm.
Piece of bread. Delicious. And also you can leave it for ages, and every time you come back to it, it's better. Up to a point, and then it's moldy. And stop eating it.
That's true. What body part do you think you wouldn't mind losing?
I need all my body parts, preferably. If it's
I mean, I guess you can lose a kidney and still live.
I was gonna say, you could lose a kidney, maybe a lung, but I mean, like, that's pretty bad. But I mean, legs and arms and appendages in general. I mean, an ear, if I had to. I could have one ear. You wouldn't even know.
That's true.
But I mean, even when I get my hair cut, I feel like it's traumatic. I'm like, oh, it's always a bad idea, and it's always shorter than I wanted it. And it always immediately makes me look like I'm 12. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, I want to try and keep all my body parts if I can. But I said kidney. You can kidney in a bathtub, full of ice. What's that thing? People wake up in like a bathtub full of ice and they got one kidney. You know what I mean?
No.
You go out in some dodgy place, and then like you drink a drink in a bar, and then you wake up in a bathtub full of ice and you've had one kidney taken out of you.
Wow, I've never heard of that before.
I don't know if it really happens, but it's like in the sort of zeitgeist of, like, if you travel around, like it could happen in Budapest. You'd like go into a strip club. That's what they tell you about. But I mean, I don't go to strip clubs, but they tell you about that in Budapest. They're like, do not go to those strip clubs. They're basically they'll just take you to a cash machine and make you take out all your money. And then if you don't give them money, I think they take one of your kidneys.
What's your biggest fear?
Biggest fear? Existential or physical? Like physical, like I don't like. I mean, heights scare the shit out of me, and don't really have any fears of like animals or like sharks or tigers or stuff like that. The dark has I've seen like 5 horror films in the last couple of years, and they've like ruined my life. Like Hereditary ruined my life. I know it's not even that, but it's just the clown thing. Even the bit in
funny. It's not even scary.
I know, but it's still the clown element. I don't like it. And the bit in Parasite where the guy comes up from beneath the stairs. Like just those 3 things. Now I can't be in a dark room. I have to like walk out of the room backwards. I turn the lights off and walk out backwards. So I'm always like making sure that nothing's going to be like coming for you out of the dark.
You keep a lamp when you sleep?
What's that?
Do you keep a small lamp when you sleep?
No, I do sleep in the dark, but I dream really vividly, and then if I wake up while the dream is sort of still happening a little bit, I've got this coat like hanger thing, not coat hanger, like a coat hook, a coat stand in the corner of my room, and it looks like an old witch trying to kill me. Every time I wake up, I'm still dreaming. Yeah, I put loads of stuff on it the other day, and I woke up and I had like basically built the scariest tower of stuff. I made it. I've like somehow fashioned all my clothes to look like a person with a machine gun or like a hatchet trying to come and kill me in the night. So yeah, I'm not gonna say the dog. It's not my biggest fear.
What's your favorite holiday?
I mean, Christmas is good. Christmas is a good one. I don't have a regular job, so like school holidays and work holidays aren't as like bank holidays and stuff aren't as powerful. So yeah, Christmas is the main one. I don't know, take it or leave it, to be honest.
What ridiculous thing has someone tricked you into doing or believing?
I don't know. I can't think of anything that I've been tricked into believing. Maybe that's the point, isn't it? That like I don't know what the thing is because I've been tricked, so I don't know about it. So if there is anything, it's such a good trick that I haven't yet become aware of what the thing is. Yeah, people ask about pranks on shows and stuff. They're like, "What pranks do you get up to?" I can't think of any. I don't know the last time I pranked somebody. Like, there were, not involving me. There were some Last Kingdom pranks. There was one. I can't even explain it because it's so long-winded and odd, and involves so many like he thought that she thought that they'd said but they hadn't, and but you know at the end it involved someone thinking that they were getting fired. Basically, it's like a long back and forth prank that was actually quite good. And I was like, oh, that's what pranks are for. These are good pranks. But no, I don't know. Not tricked easily. Not gullible.
Best memory on set of Rain?
Best memory. I mean, when I left the show, they made me this video. They edited my like leaving month was like, I mean, like bittersweet, but really emotionally memorable. Yeah, my dad came out for like the last shooting, the last few scenes, and they made me this video of like all my time on the show condensed into one like 15-minute thing with messages and stuff from everybody. And it was just such, I mean, obviously there's so many memories from the 3 years, but when I think about how touching that was, it's kind of like you don't know what you've got till it's gone type thing, when you sort of take things for granted while you're on them, and then it's only in hindsight looking back that you see how special that time was. And that video really did it for me. It was everyone on that show I have such affection for, like cast and crew, everyone involved. We spent so much time together, like so many hours with these things. You realize you spend more time with them than like anybody in your life. When you're working like 17-hour days for like 10 months, you spend more time. There's no way that you could spend more time with anyone else than you do at work. And so they're like your family. This is actually what I said when I left. I was like, you're like my crazy ex-girlfriend now. You're like my one collective girlfriend that I'm breaking up with. It was really, it's difficult to think of like really bad times on that show, to be honest. I mean, like just apart from the fucking weather of like minus 40 degrees and standing out in the snow, just being like, oh God, when it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. But apart from that, joyous.
What's the dumbest way you've been injured?
Dumbest injury. I don't know. I haven't broken any bones in my life, touch wood. That's something stupid that I've been tricked into believing. I touch wood when I say things that might happen that are bad. Yeah, my stupidest injury is that I now cannot run anymore because my running technique was terrible, and I was like, you have to take huge steps when you run. It's the only way to look good. So I've now got shin splints, which means I basically my running career is over. I tried to run in this quarantine for the first time in like 2 years, and was like, well, my shins are going to be completely fine. Ran like 1 mile, and I'm fucking straight back to being injured. It sucks. But yeah, take small steps. You look worse, but it's how you're meant to run. Not meant to look like a gazelle when you run. Meant to just fucking shuffle along.
I think the worst is when you try to run on a treadmill, you know, and at first like you're walking and walking like faster and faster, and then you try to run and you look so stupid and you feel so stupid and you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm, you know, like I don't know how like other people do it, so I'm just gonna keep on walking very fast and that will be enough. That would be my running.
There's always like a transition between when they're running and it's like when you run across the road and you do a weird kind of half jog run thing with the traffic. I don't know why people do that, but yeah, I try to not care what people think about what I'm doing at the gym, but sometimes it's hard. Some people will. I like when there's a guy in my gym who kicks his leg out like he'll stand holding something and he'll just kick his leg out, but like so unbelievably fast. It's like it's such a mad thing to see when he does it. But like he doesn't give a fuck, and that's great. And sometimes when I'm listening to music, he'll like kick in time with my music, and it will look really good, like he's in a music video. Yeah. Well, sorry, I just got a message on my phone. I'll go again.
Okay.
I probably got time for one more question. I've got to go and do an audition. Actually.
Let's do one more. What is your favorite moment in convention, like autograph, photo shoot, meeting, parties, and why?
What's my favorite bit?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the bit where I just sit at a table and everybody comes and says hi, all in a row, is pretty great. I mean, it's all kind of blurs into one long moment of like super intense encounters one after the other, and then like you get little breaks when you go into a room and you're like, oh, you go back out. You know, there's so much energy all at once to take in. So I don't know if I'd pick one type of bit. It's like it's all great, and it's also the one time when all the cast get to hang out together, because we live in Canada and LA and London, and you know it's difficult to get everybody together. So this is like the one time when we're all reunited. So yeah, I think it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. So that was the last question.
Thanks very much.
So thank you so much for doing this.
No worries. I'm sorry that we weren't in Paris in April.
Yeah, well, it's okay. We have November. I mean, hopefully, if everything's doing fine.
Yeah, fingers crossed that it's all back to some sense of normality by then.
Yeah, like at least we didn't had to cancel and we could reschedule. So that's like the best thing to do.
Yeah, for sure.
So thank you so much.
No worries, my pleasure. And hopefully I'll be seeing you later in the year.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself. Stay safe.